Hello everyone, my name is Cody Pickens and I'm going to present on leadership, specifically being a great leader, and this is preparation for future management students and future managers. Many keys exist in a successful leader. When we think of great leaders that we know, whether they be at the high political level or at the familial level, each leader that we consider to be great possess certain qualities that make us perceive them as great leaders. Understanding a few of the key components in which I will present will help us to see why great leaders are who they are and what capacities they possess that help them to become the great leaders that they are today. The first key component would be that of delegation. It's very important to understand and recognize when it is appropriate to delegate and to whom you can delegate. You want to trust in those who you delegate to be able to get the job done at the quality level in which you would expect of yourself. You also want it to be correct, the correct people that you delegate the tasks to. For example, you would never want to delegate to someone that you don't have full confidence in that could get the job done in the same ability in which you could. It's also a timeliness thing in which you want to recognize when it is appropriate to delegate tasks and when actually it is not appropriate to delegate tasks and instead more appropriate for you to do the task yourself. Another key component of a great leader is team recognition. As we learned in Covey's writing, we want to understand the individuals. We really want to understand what drives a person, the people on your team. You want to understand what builds the reputation that your team has, and you want to understand how each team member operates so you can understand what keys need to be worked on and also what keys need to be praised and respected and noticed amongst the team. As a leader, you always want to attend to the little things around the team. Small kindnesses and courtesies are so important to those who you lead. Noticing the little things will allow the team members to appreciate your leadership, and they won't think that you're just seeing the bigger picture. You're also seeing the little things that lead up to the bigger picture and lead up to why the goals are being achieved. Not only will those around you appreciate that approach in leading them that way, but they will also respect the fact that you've taken time to notice the little work that they've put in for the team. Another key component of being a great leader is the commitment you have. You want to be committed to your mission. You want to be committed to the goals that you have for yourself, but also the goals that you have for your team. You also want to be committed to your decisions. Leaders should expect from those that they lead, the team for example, what they also expect from themselves. If your team has a higher expectation for you than you have for yourself, that's going to be a problem. If you have a higher expectation for your team than you have personally for yourself, there's also going to be an issue. Team members like to see the boss down in the trenches, as we learned in Lencioni's writing. It's very important to see the boss doing the same work or know that the boss can do the same work in which the base level employees are doing. It allows them to really respect the boss and the leader. A fourth key component in great leadership is having confidence. Coupling this with what we just learned about commitment is a key to great leadership. You want to be determined. You want to also be focused. You want to be focused on your goals and determined to achieve your goals. Committed to the idea and committed to the mission. No matter if the future looks bright or dusky for the plans and goals that you've set, great leaders stick to the plans and keep driving forward no matter the situation. A fifth key component is being a motivator. You want to inspire, impact, and be a catalyst. You want to inspire those around you to do well and to do their best work. Your leadership impacts them to do a good job and to stay positive. You want to be a catalyst. You want to promote change, and you want to promote doing the right thing and achieving the goal. That's what great leaders do. Those are key characteristics. In an article that I read by Ruth Williams, it talks about being positive as a sixth key component in being a great leader. You want to have optimism, you want to be upbeat, and you want to be focused on positive energy. Being positive no matter the environment while keeping the team upbeat promotes a positive and focus-driven team. Leading those around you to do their best work while weathering the storm no matter the situation, while continuing to be positive, is going to generate great results for the team. We've had many great leaders in our past, and even great leaders today. Just a few that I could think of that I found in an article written by Bradley. These three people have possessed all of the key components I just talked about, and many, many others. Those three would be Napoleon Bonaparte, Winston Churchill, and Nelson Mandela. Napoleon Bonaparte, for example, all the minds were broken around him. It was a bad time in society, but Napoleon remained positive and committed to his path. He inspired others by being confident, and he inspired others by his beliefs. He was optimistic, and regardless of the situation, and also regardless of his stature being short, he was driven and on pace to do what he said he was going to do, and took power over time because of these attributes. Another person is Winston Churchill. He believed in his country and he believed in his people. He believed in his goals and he stayed committed to that. He inspired others around him to follow his path and follow his plan. The general morale of his country was down, but he stayed positive. He weathered the storm and inspired those around him to stand up against a view that wasn't necessarily popular. And he is one of the best leaders we've ever had. And our final great leader that I thought of was Nelson Mandela. He played against the majority in most of the things he did, even imprisoned for several years. He believed in equality and a common goal, a common good for all. And with this, he was a catalyst. He gained a very strong following to those around him, and it became worldwide. And everyone respected him for his determination, persistence, focus, and will. Those are just some of the key leaders, great leaders in our time that I can think of. And I thank you for your time.